Well, we're take twoing this because apparently I didn't make sure I had any audio. For Pete's sakes, you think I've never done a video before? Now I have to find. Now I have to find my little quote. This is just a mess. In the desolate country north of San Carlos, when a man meets a drunken Apache and the Apache spits in his face, he does one of two things: smiles or shoots him. Well, hello, Tube. Today we have Apache Medicine by Elmore Leonard. I'm reading it in the Complete Western Short Stories of Elmore Leonard. If you want your own copy, you can use my affiliate link down below to bookshop.org. Or if you use it to purchase this book, or any book, I get a small commission. You can also book an extra cost to yourself. It's a win-win. You'll also help the channel out by liking, subscribing, sharing, all that jazz. And as always, there's timestamps down below where if you want to jump around, skip any of this stuff because you don't want to hear my about of Elmore Leonard for the 30th time, you can do that. It's all good. Which means about Elmore Leonard leads me to about Elmore Leonard. Elmore Leonard, 1925 to 2013, began his career writing westerns in the 1950s, long before he became famous for crime fiction. His early short stories and novels stood out for their gritty realism, sharp dialogue, and morally complex characters, qualities that would later define his entire work. I am going to break the fourth wall here yet again, because I don't think I'm right on something here. Maybe I am right. Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. Sorry. You know, I'm just one man here. Just one man. I want to make sure I'm giving you the right information. Among his most notable westerns are I should be in bed right now. Among his most notable westerns are Hombre, 1961, Valdez is Coming, 1970, and Gun Sights, 1979. He also wrote the short stories like 310 to Yuma and The Tall T, which the Tall T is the one I wanted to double check because it's not in here, but it might be under a different name, or maybe it was a novella or something. Maybe it wasn't an actual short story. Which were adapted into classic Hollywood films. Leonard's westerns broke away from romanticized frontier myths, focusing instead on ordinary people caught in extraordinary conflicts, where the line between hero and outlaws was never clear. These works not only modernized the Western genre, but also laid the foundation for Leonard's later successes in crime and suspense. His westerns remain essential reading for anyone interested in how the genre evolved from pulp adventure to something sharper, leaner, and more human. About this actual story, slightly spoilerish, but not really, because you might want to skip it. I don't think it's spoilers because I think it's kind of like a no duh thing, but this one's kind of really hard to talk about without kind of venturing on the spoilerish side because it was only 14 pages. But Kleecan, I have no idea how to pronounce the guys. Kleecan, a seasoned scout for the U.S. Army, has a tense encounter with the Apache that nearly cost him his life. Shaken but alive, he returns to town only to hear about a brutal robbery, an entire crew killed and scalped. The rumors don't add up, and Kleecan's instincts tell him something isn't right. When he crosses paths with those he suspects are truly behind the crime, he draws on his earlier run-in with the Apache to turn the tables. Using that experience to his advantage, Kleecan delivers justice to one's responsible. So yeah, I mean, the whole justice thing, but let's face it, you know the good guy's going to win, right? I mean, I don't think I've read one yet where the good guy hasn't won. So I'm sure there's some of those out there, but so far not ones that I have read. What are you doing down there? Follow. Oh, he's licking something. Anyway, so I don't have a whole lot to say about this one. It's okay. It was a solid story, but like the first story that we did here, Apache Trail of the Apaches. That one was a lot more deep and complex, whereas this one is very rather superficial and doesn't really make you think as much as the first one, and it's not as like gory and as in your face as the first one. So I mean, it was solid. I'm glad I read it. I think you should read it too, but it wasn't in the banger territory. It was just good. But one of the things I wanted to talk about in this video real quick was that, so maybe things got fixed, but when I first started doing Jude on the Range, I was surprised to find out that a lot of Louis L'Amour's short stories were not in the public domain. Like, he got screwed over in the in the copyright rights, whatever makes it continue to be his IP. And like the rules are different for things that are published in magazines. It's like you have to actively renew the copyrights, and for some reason Louis L'Amour's weren't extended. Maybe they fixed it, maybe they didn't. So a lot of like Louis L'Amour stuff, especially the stuff that I've done already on the channel and the short stories, not all, but a lot of them are in the public domain. It appears like the Elmore Leonard estate has done a much better job of keeping up on the copyrights of these short stories. So like the first one was in, I thought maybe it wasn't in public domain because of the specific magazine or the way it was published. But this one also does not appear to be in the public domain, even though it was in the Dime. Oh, come on. Even though it was first published in the Dime Western magazine. So it appears to be like, this is just me spitballing here because I didn't bother writing down the actual years, but something like it was published in a magazine. It was like 27 years. And then you could like have it extended for like 68 years or something to make it like 95 years total. Again, I'm spitballing here. I might have screwed up those numbers. Probably screwed up those numbers. So the Elmore Leonard stuff does not appear to be in the public domain. It doesn't appear like any of it's going to be in the public domain. If I find one that is in the public domain, I will mention that. So, although you can find this story, I was able to find online where you can read it for free. It's not in the public domain. They're kind of assuming the website that has it up there didn't get permission. That's a big no-no. Maybe they have permission. I don't know. I'm just saying, where your morals lie. Maybe you don't care and you just go and read it. And maybe you might care, and maybe you want to get a actual authorized copy of the short story. So I just throwing that out there that it appears that the Elmore Leonard stuff is not in the public domain. So go find it at your own risk. And I'm not saying you're right or wrong, whatever. It's no skin of my teeth. Whether you do it the proper way or not. But of course, I'm not saying go out and steal it. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I'm not judging. It's no money out of my pocket. So I think that's it for this one, peeps. Let me know down below. Have you read this story, The Apache Medicine? What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did I get right? What did I get wrong? And cheers.